Hey, Mark Folsom here with Peak 8 Solutions, and I am back at the Larson Farm with Chet Larson.
Yes.
Good to be back, Chet.
Yes.
We've done
Welcome back.
Thanks, man. Well, we're out and about, and one thing that I wanted to touch base on, if you missed our video last week or a few weeks ago, it was,
Yep.
Go to my website, and I have that right here. It's at peak8inc.com. And that video is going to be on that site, and it explains what a tune is and really how we do it. So take a look at that, and that's on there also. And there's also an introduction video of Peak 8 Solutions and what I do. So no matter where you're at in the United States, contact me. If you're in Arkansas, I can get you set up because I partner with Agro Eco Power that does these tunes, and we can go just about everywhere.
Yeah, we've had Mark do one of our quad tracks, and then a year or two later he tuned another one.
Yes.
And on my YouTube channel at Larson Farms, we tuned the sister to this one, basically the 8520, for pulling our high-speed bean or corn planter, that was I can't imagine what the tractor would have been like without the tune, because it used her all. And then we tuned our 8203 Terrogator floater, and I didn't get to run it too much, but the 3 fields that I did get to go over, yeah, I was extremely impressed with what a difference. It was 23 horsepower, and I thought, wow, what's 23 horsepower?
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I was a gear faster. The hired guy that was running it also, I said, well, normally about 7th, 8th gear is all you can pull in the spring. And he's like, well, I've been in 9th all spring. It's like, oh, sweet. So that improves efficiency.
Yeah.
Fuel, less per acre because you're going faster.
Right.
The same power. I mean, it worked great. I'm very glad that we did it.
Well, one of the questions that I have received a lot, for people, they're saying, gee, does 23, does 25 horse, 30 horse really make a difference? I have 300 horse right now. Answer that question for us.
Well, yeah, that's 43 horsepower is what we gave the 8520.
Correct.
Hard to know from spring to spring, what the horsepower difference is, but I have spent thousands of hours in that 8203 Terrogator, and it's always been a dog. I mean, since the day we bought it, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's got no guts, it's got no torque. And we gave it 23 horsepower, and it's like, well, it'll be something better. And it's like, whoa, that's different. Couldn't believe it.
So, well, and another question that I have also is, everybody is concerned because of the price of equipment nowadays.
Yep.
Everyone is really concerned about, hey, is this really safe? Have you had any troubles or encountered anything?
We have not had any trouble. Actually, what we dynoed on the 8520, and I looked up the engine horsepower ratings on a C9 engine, and what AGCO has them set at is like 330 horsepower.
Okay.
That engine on CAT specs, if you YouTube it or look anywhere online, is 375 is what that C9 engine is for. We gave it from 330, 23, 25 more horsepower.
Yes.
I mean, we're still under the CAT rated engine rating.
Correct.
So I'm not scared to work it. It don't overheat. It has no trouble as far as that goes. And
good. And that's one of the things that we preach. We want to make sure that your equipment is safe. I mean, if we were to come in here and start dropping transmissions,
Yep,
having problems, I don't have a job, guys. So we want to make sure, and when we go into that computer, we sync everything in, the injectors, the engines, the transmission, and make sure everything flows as one. So it's a very safe product. But what other information do we have, Chet?
all I can say is, if you're scared of tuning stuff, you also got to realize you aren't putting all the horsepower to the ground on these smaller tractors. Our 8520, we're maxing out the hydraulic flow now with our high-speed planter. So a lot of the tractor's horsepower is not going to the ground, the tranny. You got to judge what you're pulling with your implement also. because a lot of that horsepower is being shared throughout the hydraulic system, the drive line, all of that. So it's not just because you're turning up the horsepower, don't mean your tranny's taking the horsepower. It could be your PTO, could be your hydraulic system.
Right.
And you know, that's the 8520 is a 2004 tractor. Definitely a smaller hydraulic system for what these new high-speed planters are asking for, and we're maxing that out. I know that for sure.
It's there to work, right?
You come to the headlands to raise it, and you gotta sit there a little bit because it takes a while to raise.
I bet it does. Well, and you know, Chet just brought up some point that I should be discussing a lot more. It isn't just the horsepower, and there's a lot of different things that go into making your job a little bit on the easier side.
Yep.
So, well, that's where we're at with Larson Farms. Also, don't forget, peak8inc.com, my phone number, call me wherever you're at.
Yeah, and I've got a video on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
If you guys want to go check it out, of when we did tune, we dynoed that 8520. If you got interest in that, if you request to him, if you've got a tractor under 500 horsepower with a PTO, they will dyno it, tune it before and after. If you request, you can actually see what horsepower you're gaining.
Yeah.
That's very interesting, pretty fun.
What I really enjoy, Chet, is what you've done with the YouTube channel. I don't know about everybody out there, but I tune into Chet every Sunday night and watch what they're doing. It's a lot of fun. It's at Larson Farms. Make sure and hit these guys up. Hit up Peak 8 Solutions. I know tunes. This dude knows how to farm.
Yeah, we've sold a lot of tunes too.
Oh my. Yes, it's been very busy since we did the Larson Farm video.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun, and we're here to help people. For a very small amount of money, you can make your job a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, once again,
that's it, man.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.